Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of Gloomhaven, the Guildmaster Campaign. We're starting off here because I just wanted to show something. I played a little bit, had some fun earlier today because I'm trying desperately to unlock the new characters, or at least get them to the unlock state. And one is the, Cthulhu or Squiddy face, depending on how you want to refer to this one. And I'm really excited to play as that. So I'm trying to do it. And they're making these a bit more complicated, and I like it. It's nice, but inflicting poison 50 times is going to take some time. I'm 21 away. So yeah, getting there slowly. The other one that's going to take even longer is this one here. The angry face, I think, is what, I don't know another term for it, maybe tribal face or something like that, but enemies take 50 damage from traps. I tried, and I think I might have added 6 to this while I was just playing around. So I'm going to kind of focus on making the enemy take some trap damage and using some poisons. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's what I'm going to be doing every turn. I'm going to just be trying to use them more often and getting to that point where I can unlock them. I did, as I said, as I was playing, I did get some good levels. I think there's a couple others, but we'll get to them some other time. Cragheart reaching level 5 and the Elementalist reaching number 4. And we're going to do the Cragheart mission, kill 3 stone golem or elite stone golems. Lose if the Cragheart is exhausted. At the start of each round, the ice element is set to strong. So I brought the Elementalist because of they have a couple stun abilities, and that's going to help out quite a bit. So without further ado, let's jump into leveling up the Cragheart. We can't click it yet. We have to be level 5, but here we go, level 5. So Petrify is first up. Kill 1 normal enemy within range 4 and create a single hex obstacle in the hex in which the enemy died. This also infuses earth, gives a couple experience. The other ability here is move 3, immobilize, target all adjacent enemies. This is huge, particularly because we've, I believe it was Shinobi took this last time. The top ability of Kinetic Assault has a move on it, so we can move up, immobilize all of the melee monsters or enemies, and then we can even move away. And he has some boots. The Cragheart has some boots that we can increase that to move 3, and then make an attack on somebody else. So move up in the perfect situation, move up, immobilize a bunch of melee monsters or enemies, and then continue moving and attack a ranged character in the back with Kinetic Assault. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to take Petrify. Of course, the kill 1 normal enemy is always a great option. But as we've seen in the past, we don't really see a lot of normal enemies when we're playing at 4. I think it's gotten better with 3. And so it might be a better card for lower number of characters, a 2 or 3 versus that 4. What's the other option here? Stone Pummel. Oh, okay. This is great because attack 3, muddle, and we get to target 2 on both sides. They do have to be in a kind of a weird formation, but we can add to that to make it, a 3, like a triangle formation on one side and a 2 on the other, or if if we have a lot of money that we'd like to spend, you know, a triangle, it's not really going to be, I would say that it's a very rare situation. I could see, you know, walking up and getting 3, but probably not these 2. Or maybe that these 2 X's are filled where opposing strike wouldn't have worked. Stone pummel would work in that case. So you're not really going to be in a situation to be hitting this very frequently. But it does look like a great, particularly if it's muddling all of them. That means any incoming attacks that they're making, they're going to be muddled, and that's going to reduce the incoming damage. On your next 4 melee attacks, when possible, destroy an adjacent obstacle to add +3 to the attack. This is something that I'm not sure. I want to say that I've taken Petrify in the past, and I've leveled him up a few times past level 5, like once in my digital testing playthrough before this Guildmaster campaign started, and I think I got him up to level 5 a couple times in the physical board game. I'm not sure if I took this, but it is a 32, which is relatively early. It's very early for the Cragheart. The initiative, that is. And I want to take... I kind of want to take Stone Pummel so that we can find some enemies that are near to obstacles, and we can break the obstacle or destroy the obstacle and really hit that target hard. That's a really, really interesting ability for him, and the fact that he can build those obstacles with avalanche and then use clear the way to throw those into like adjacent to the enemy. We can then go up and attack the enemy and hit them pretty hard with Stone Pummel. So I think I'm going to take it. Petrify is a nice card for, you know, killing the normal enemies. It's creating an obstacle in that situation as well that you can use later. So we're definitely, it's still a good card, but I think I'm going to take Stone Pummel. I'd like to continue testing out abilities that I don't normally take. So I think this one will go pretty well with what we have so far. So I do want to bring back Heaving Swing. Somebody had, I can't remember who, somebody had leveled up the Cragheart. I think it was Shinobi, but somebody else had played as him. I don't remember now. But they had removed Heaving Swing. I'm going to try to remember. I kept forgetting to put it in during my other... I love Heaving Swing, so it's just a card that I'd like to use more often, particularly when we have the option to, you know, when we have those more clear the way with avalanche, when we can create them, throw them around. We can throw it behind our enemy, run it up, and push them back into the obstacles. It's going to be pretty helpful. So we want to be using obstacles all the time with the Cragheart, and I feel like any build you do, that's kind of something, the theme with the Cragheart is building and destroying obstacles. I'll come back to how I'm going to build his deck, but we can... Let's see. I'm going to take Barge in this case because I want to be going for... I want to be focusing more on those... the trap, using traps to kill enemies or to injure them. If they have shield, it's a really good way to injure them further. So, and because I'd like to unlock the angry or tribal face. So, let's go with Barge. And there's a couple things that there's a couple items that I'll be purchasing here as well that will go onto the Cragheart to help out with pushing and pulling. So level 4 for the Elementalist. First up is Primal Duality. Attack 5 at range 4, targeting 2. You're bringing in ice and fire and an XP. It is a burn card in that with that ability, but it's a very strong burn card. So attacking for, yeah, attacking 5 at range 4, targeting 2 is very strong. It's more open-ended than the Infernal Vortex, for instance, where you're targeting all enemies exactly range 2, which is great, don't get me wrong. But that means you have to put the Elementalist in that situation. And it's a difficult situation to get into, except at the very first round. You know, there are many cases where I've seen where you can put him there, you go at 17, use this, and then run away after. But the problem is that you're losing that bottom ability and you're burning a card very quickly. So I feel like you can get into that situation to use it later in the scenario, but you're putting him kind of at danger by doing that. This is just my opinion, you know. The bottom here, move 2, bringing in sun or light and darkness, huge, because we can use both of those. In this case, where is it? Formless power. It doesn't matter what elements we're using. It's going to be helpful. It's also useful for burial and well, we haven't taken many options that use light, but you know, if in the case of you having the Night Shroud and or the Sunkeeper, this is going to be a good option for them. The other one, Gravel Vortex, and I'm pretty sure I always, I think I got him up to this, the Elementalist to this level twice, but Primal Duality is the one I went with. Attack 2, target all adjacent enemies. This is an interesting one because it's not a burn and it's bringing in 2. But the thing that I find interesting about it is the loot 1. If you consume 2 of any element, it makes it a loot 2 instead. And it's not burned. So this one is certainly an interesting one. The problem is that putting the Elementalist in a position to target all adjacent enemies is not necessarily a position I put the Elementalist. But it's hard to ignore that loot ability. One that I was talking about above this chain lightning, I think this one is 3. So we brought in burial instead. So we'd want to be going more for the darkness build, I think, for the Elementalist, and maybe stay away from anything that gives him light. So Brilliant Flash, though, is a good card. We're going with Encompassing Shadow or this invisible ally within range 3, bringing in darkness, which is going to help with burial. Not that we use it very often, but in the case that we want to, it's there. And I've always gone with light for the Elementalist. I feel like it's my favorite path to take, and darkness I rarely thought about for the Elementalist, so I'm thinking I'd like to stay down the path of darkness for him to really test that other path out. I don't know how many other paths or how many other cards there are, but Primal Duality is a good card, but I think I'm gonna still take Gravel Vortex. That loot is pretty nice. I'm not taking it for that. But we can go in late, attack, and then try to get back with something like Infernal Vortex, where then we're going to be infusing ice and earth. Like in the next round, that is. And he does also have the shadow armor, I believe is what it's called, so we can completely block out one attack. So if he gets, if the Elementalist gets in trouble, we can deal with it. So I'm going to take it. I want to test this one out. It looks interesting. It also brings in air and earth, and that's actually going to be helpful for malleable evocation, where we can target and poison, as well as pure augmentation. No, this one, a second target in the push. So we'll be able to use those, definitely. And it's nice to give the Elementalist some cards from time to time that don't burn, right? But still bring in elements. But we could do this now. Shove. Add 2. Let's go for it. I don't do this very often. I tend to kind of just stay away from the pushes and pulls, but I'd like to test it out, and I think now is a good time to do that. Oh, he had another one actually, so that's good. Let's go for one of these two, probably. We can put a whole bunch of these in, but we want to be sure which one we want to go down first. And the way things stand now, I mean, Glaciate would be a good option for a couple ways of stunning, but let's just give him blind, and this will potentially, ideally, not come up when we are making a stunning attack anyway. Alright, one last thing before we go. I want to pick up the Mask of Terror, which is going to add a push 1 to all melee attacks. And this other one, the Hooked Chain, which is a pull 2 to any range attack. I mean, you can only use it... Let's see here. Well, we're going to give both to the Cragheart. I want him to be, like, pushing and pulling constantly. It's going to be interesting to see it. And then... So you can reuse it, but he'd have to... We'll have to take a rest, a long rest, to get it back. So let's take it. Whoops. Did I not click on it? There we go. Find the item. And now small items. This is something I've kind of been pretty bad about lately. The mercenaries are leveling up, and I'm forgetting to buy small items. So let's hop over here. Ah, the star earring was another one that I picked up today. I think I did like 3 or 4 scenarios just really quickly. Let's see here. Heal 3. Well, I can't afford it anyway. But heal 3, recover up to 2 of your discarded cards, and refresh all of your spent items. That is really nice. If I could find, there's the moon earring. I think there's a sun earring. Ah, okay. Who has the sun earring then? Is it somebody that we can steal it? No. Okay, it's on the Sunkeeper. I think that's a good place for it. We could take the steel ring. And I like that idea. Let's do it. Let's take the steel ring for the Cragheart. Is going to be, you know, the kind of tanking some of the hits in this and in future scenarios anyway. But other than that, I think we're all good. We could get a leg item for the Elementalist, but there's only heavy greaves. You're immune to all force movement. Yeah, it's like nice, but in certain situations, I remember one scenario in particular in the board game where these were amazing. The problem is that, you know, there's not many of them, so I couldn't just outfit everybody with them. And a head item. Well, not the heavy bassinet. We can't afford anything else. And we did pick up another studded leather. I love these things. It's, you know, it's the leather armor, but you also gain a shield 1. But I think, well, we could afford it and give it to the Night Shroud, but I think we're fine. He's going to be invisible most of the time. All right. And before we go in here, I'm going to pull an audible. What seems to be an audible for you, but for me, it is it's a change up due to my lack of preparation in my last attempt. Basically, what happened was I had in the Night Shroud, right? But the Night Shroud actually didn't. He wasn't very helpful at all. He did kind of kill some of the bandits that are around, but he wasn't actually. That wasn't really what the whole thing was about. So, yes, he kind of helped with some of the smaller things, but we need to be killing these stone golems, and the stone golems come in with a ton of health. Now, I knew that I needed to kill the stone golems, but for some reason, I don't know if it said it or if I just didn't understand. I needed to kill 3 of them, and I killed 1 pretty quickly. I was doing pretty well. The 3rd one appeared, and I thought, oh, okay, now I'm screwed because I wasn't able to deal much damage to it. And I was just taken out, just crumbled at that point, because I thought I was nearing the end. So that was one mistake. The other mistake was bringing in kind of 2 squishies with the, not squishies, but the Elementalist and the Night Shroud don't really have a whole lot of health. And they were just pummeled, absolutely pummeled. I still want to bring in the Elementalist, but I made some changes. I got rid of Encompassing Shadow. This really did not help at all. And I brought in Frigid Torrent instead. This Pierce is going to be huge, absolutely huge. And also to have the option to have an AoE is really nice because these guys are spawning in at crazy rates, and you just can't keep up with killing them. So to be able to, maybe later, if they get to be out of hand, we can deal with an AoE attack. And I didn't have many AoE attacks before, so Cragheart, I also dropped, let's see here, I dropped Crater. Although this one move was pretty nice, I didn't get to use it for the full effect. And I'm bringing in, oh, I guess I haven't clicked on it yet. I was thinking Forceful Storm, because this is pretty nice. It is a one-time use, but the fact that they are 3 enemies can be disarmed is pretty sweet. Or Dirt Tornado. I had dropped Dirt Tornado, and that was a mistake. But I think I'm going to go for Forceful Swing so I can use the bottom action a couple times, and then use this when it's getting really late and we're being destroyed. So I'll bring in Forceful Storm instead. I think there was one other... Ah, right. Infernal Vortex. Although this was very helpful at one time, even though I think I pulled my times 0 on the guy that I really needed to hit. This one isn't so useful because we have ice at the start of every round anyway. And I want the earth, so I'm going to bring this one in where it just brings in earth. but it also has an AoE attack that I can use over and over using air. So yeah, I'm hoping this preparation will get me into this one a little bit easier. It was punishing. And the encounter I got last time was a whole bunch of experience, so it actually helped pretty well. It helped quite a bit. As you get closer, noticing a dagger protruding from her chest. We're just gonna leave her be, I think. Okay. Well, this is attempt 2, so... following an arduous walk into the hills from River's Rise, the shrine of the Verglas stands before you, seemingly untouched in all its crystalline beauty. A tomb of waters that no longer flow. Savas in search of the ice mastery used to train here, immersed in cold and violence. And now it is unused. You enter the shrine, it seems quiet, almost too quiet. Yeah, so I think switching, bringing in the Sunkeeper who can attack with advantage is going to be huge, huge, huge. So this is going to be more of a damage dealer, and she can tank and she can heal, whereas the Night Shroud was just not fun in this. Took a lot of damage, I burned a lot of cards. That was it. And this room looks a lot different than what it was before, but as you head into the central chamber, surrounded by stone monoliths, you realize your sixth sense was correct. Bandits leap out to you, attack you, and it seems they have managed to access the shrine's ancient defenses. Damn it, they have ancient or elite stone golems. Stay out of their way and take them down at range. Yeah, well, we just can't do that. Ice is powerful here. You may use that to slow them down if you can. So ice was actually pretty helpful for the Elementalist to stun, but this looks absolutely different to the way it was before. Last time we were kind of starting here, and we needed to get back there. And this time we still need to kind of move corner to corner. That's a lot more movement than it was before. And he's actually paired with an archer. So what we want to do here is we want to get into a position where we're far away from these spawn points so that we can keep away from anything that's going to be spawning, right? We want them to take some time to get to us. We want to race across this to kill these guys as quick as possible, because I took my time and tried to take out some along the way, and I just got overwhelmed. So that did not work out so very well. Oops. But what we're going to do here is probably start something like this. I think a summoner would be really great here as well, because she'd be able to, pop in a bunch of summons and kind of stay over here while the summons do work, while the other two or three guys can go over on this side and make their attack against this. You can see here, this guy has 3. Oh man, he has 3 now. Before, they were 13 and 2. I think because I brought in a level 5, they've increased in level, which is gonna make this even harder. Well, anyway, round 1, I'm hoping that we can really do a better job this time. So we're starting off with Cragheart at 13 to go very early, and then Heaving Swing to push this guy through the obstacle. I'd like to be doing some damage quickly. I want to be using these obstacles as much as possible. So yeah, let's destroy them and create them almost every turn. Then we have the Elementalist with Stoking Hail for a stun and Crystalline Blast to get some movement. We need to, be moving as well. And then Sunkeeper Tactical Order for that move and Holy Strike for a stun. Okay. So the Stone Golem is going to move. We're not going to be anywhere near it. These archers are going to be dealing some good amount of damage. And then the guards are also dealing some damage, but they're strengthening too. So, we'll move up to here. That's right, I do have the boots too. I was thinking of pushing this one. But what I could do as well is push this one over here. But it would still attack, right? But this one does have some shield. So this affects that or they suffer 2 damage because of that. So I think, and something that I realized is these are together, I think. So when I push them, it will actually be push here and then it's destroyed, so this one won't do anything anyway. I think that's what might happen. I don't know if it has to look like this in order for that, but well, let's go this way. Actually, no. I'm still gonna do the thing that I wanted. Ah, right. How far is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. That's good. And I have this Mask of Terror, and the thing is there's no traps anywhere. The whole point, I wanted to be doing a lot of traps, trap damage. They have a chance of throwing a trap out, so we might be able to do that, but we won't be able to focus as much as I'd like on traps, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Not a lot of damage, that's too bad. So you can see that was because of the Mask of Terror, and now I get to do a push because of the heaving swing. So push it right there, I guess. Now the Elementalist's turn. Actually, this isn't too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't go into either of these spaces. Let's go here. I'll skip and then I'll use this. And we want to stun there. Okay, good. Maybe it's ideal that we take some of these out on our way over here. I don't want to just leave them all alive, right? But we need to kind of like scoot around. I'll be scooting this way, or moving around to the, I guess, the right side of the room, our right side. And we will take out what we can on this side while trying to control the movement of this side. So there's less bandits on this side. That was kind of why I chose this way. And if we just keep our distance, then we won't be taking hits from all of them. So I'd really like to be able to make it all the way around. I was thinking of going into here and then stunning you. That would make you attack with disadvantage, but my fear is getting stuck over here with her. So unfortunately, I'm just going to move up to here. I really need to use this movement, but I do have the boots, so it's okay. I'm just going to use this too. We can... Yeah, let's use the Jagged Sword now. Good. Okay, that's one more. And this remote spider is going to help unlock that squiddy face as well. If I can put her in a position to target 3 or 4, that would be great to poison all of them. But I'm gonna wait until I'm adjacent to at least 2 of the stone golems. Okay. Cool. Okay. I mean, not really cool, but... so we have an elite archer over here and a normal archer there. I should be able to take these 2 out fairly quickly. We can kind of control how we deal with these 2 as we continue to move around. But now you can see, this I didn't notice before, but I was always paying attention to these 2 spawn points, and then they would just spawn behind, and I thought, well, where did that one come from? And so anyway, what we need to do is pay attention to when this shows up, and it's showing up next. They're all going to be elite, so like kill normals, those were just useless in this type of scenario. Well, round 2. Up first, again, strangely enough, Cragheart with Kinetic Assault and Forceful Storm. I didn't really even think about this, but add +2 attack to all your melee attacks this round. And then we have a move and attack up here, so we'll be able to move. With our boots, we can move 3 now, and attack for 4, +2 is 6. I think we need to really start hammering down on this guy. Yeah, so I think I'll be running that way. I might change my mind depending on what his choices are, and go around here to kill that archer. The archers really, they are just absolutely annoying in this kind of scenario. Elementalist with Tremulent Cyclone to bring Earth back in, because he's going to use it to stun 2 targets now. And this might be why I go after the archer instead of him. We'll still see what's going on. And then Path of Glory and Defensive Stance. I think it's really a good time to just bring this in, and she can be our damage soaker for the scenario. We can make an attack of 5 before we do that. So it isn't really early or late or anything, so I'm hoping that something comes out of it. Not really, I guess not. So this is kind of mediocre damage, an attack of 4, but they are all ranged is a problem. That's a major problem, actually. Then we have the Stone Golem is going to be going. Also ranged attack. Okay. A major problem here. Good. We've started off good with that. Reduce it. Good. Reduce that too. I'll just take that damage. Okay, as for you, we know that we are probably just going to stun you, but you've already gone now, so... Well, we know we're going to use this. Where are we going to go? We need to move +2, definitely. Yeah, this is a problem because now she won't actually be able to move and attack, and she won't be able to use the, well, she won't be able to shield and attack because this one's going to move away. I still kind of like the idea of moving up to here and attacking anyway. But scooting around here, we can still stun, but I think we really need to focus here. And I'm going to push... Oops. And I'm not going to use that. I'm just hoping that I can deal a plus something damage here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to push it right into that corner. Is this a space? It is. Okay. So I'm wondering if it's going to be pushed. Ooh, actually, undo waypoint. 1, 2, 3. Because we still need to stun him. So I'm going to push him here. Yeah. And yeah, I'll heal up. That looks good. Okay. Now we're going to move. And I think this is probably a good space for you. Actually, let's think about this for a moment. If we stun this guy now, then she will be able to attack and shield up. The shield's going to be too late. So if I move here, I could hit that and that. That means that this one's still going to attack. It's probably going to attack you. Yep. And I can still have you have someone attack you instead of you moving away. That's going to save your... So let's actually confirm our movement to here. This gives us more options. Now, do I want to attack you? Because what? Something really bad could happen, and I think that's a good idea. So I'm still going to target you, and I think I am going to target you. Because you're going to attack, you're going to attack, and you're going to attack. But the Cragheart does have... Oh no, you're not going to attack. So we just have 2 incoming attacks here. Yeah, this one and this one. Okay. I'm going to skip the push. I don't think you actually took any damage at all. Yeah. Which is fine, but like you're wounded, that's great. Unfortunately, this one's not going to suffer 2 damage because it's wounded, or because it's stunned. But I'll take that over the incoming 6 damage. Do we want to use this for any reason? But we should have this coming in now. For some reason it's not showing. Oh, because I just used it. It'll show up at the end. I could bring in air and then do these 3. That might be a good option. Let's do that. Yeah, we can just totally block that. And I'll take the 2 damage. Right, so now we can attack. Oh, I could have brought in light instead, and instead of being selfish there, but... Ah. Come on. Okay. Well, let's get ready. And don't worry about anything else. So there's two of them now. And this is kind of when this is a good option here. The problem is we need to be able to get in to deal the damage before they move, and I don't want him to take all the damage. So we need to go late and hope that they're fine. Which obviously that's going to be difficult to do. Fine meaning not doing a lot of damage, but... Okay. Well, round 3. So up first is the Sunkeeper at 20 with engulfing radiance. Pretty much just to go early, and then practical plans to get a move on. I need to kind of figure out a good place to stand over here and still be in the way of everything that's going to be over here. I think the Cragheart is pretty much going to be the tank of these 2 guys, and well, I guess that Archer, while she's the tank of everything else. We'll see how that works out for now. Then we have the Cragheart at 38 with Earth and Clod to make an attack and immobilize something. We'll see, an avalanche. I have an idea. I don't think I like the idea, but we'll see what the idea brings. But that does allow him to use it and then infuse it again. Earth. Then the Elementalist with Formless Power and Malleable Evocation. I think I'm going with Formless Power because I didn't want to use Frigid Torrent yet. I'd like to use it for the top. So I don't want to just use it for a card to go early. So 45, we'll see how that works. I mean, pretty much wherever I put her will be the amount of incoming damage on her. So I'm hoping to see something like that. Okay, so the stone golems are going early. Ouch. It's not a lot of damage, but they're pulling him in. And I don't really like that, but at least it's not a lot of damage. We'll be able to block quite a bit of it, actually. The archers are going to be really bad. The elite archers are, that is. So we need to... This is what I mean, like, they just do a ton of damage and I'm not able to do much about it. So just blocking as much as possible and mitigating it. And then the same thing with the guards, moving and attacking. So how can we get through this puzzle? And I do have extra boots. So moving 3 and moving 3, that means, well, this guy can stand here. Let's get rid of this for a moment. This one will be able to move up to here and attack, if not her, then one of these 2, probably him. That's, well, actually, he won't be standing there, so it might be attacking the Elementalist, unless I stand here. In which case, both of these guys will be attacking the Elementalist if I don't get him moving. Okay. We are going before them, so we can block almost all of that, or mitigate it by just standing far away enough. I'm almost thinking of just bringing the Sunkeeper over here, and since there's only one space, I guess this one would move back and then it would move to here, wouldn't it? But I do need to bring her around. Another thing I could do is just get in the face of these guys. And even maybe kill this one would be the ideal. So I could stand here to kill this one, I hope, and then take this damage. And then there's these two back here, these three, but only one of them should be able to reach anybody. And it would be this one, the elite. Unless I can move away, which... Okay. But the problem is that they're all going early, so if I go over here, then this one, sure, is going to be attacking, but this one will be attacking him, this one will attack him, and this one will attack him. So I can't do that. So I guess the thing I have to do is stand right here and just hope for the best, I guess. I mean, we have a lot of healing power here, and we also have... Well, we always have 2 shield, then we have a couple more 1 shield, so she'll be fine. I was just kind of hoping to kill this guy, but we have another way to do that. Great, okay. That's actually pretty nice. Don't worry about any of this stuff. Now he's stuck there. I'm just going to take this damage instead of mitigating. I'll wait till that's a 4. Oh man, he's in the middle of them. Good. Oh, come on. That's better. As I said, I can bring some of that back. I can heal a lot with him. So, what I'd like to do is... Do I need Earth? I don't think I need Earth, so I'm going to skip... Well, okay, I can use it and then bring it back. So let's use it. What I think I want to do is attack... Here... Oh, that's right, I can only attack 1. Okay. I think I want to attack this one since he's already... It hasn't gone yet. And that would also mitigate whether he dies or not. It will mitigate an incoming attack. I think I will go for this guy, since you've already gone. Good. Okay, that one's dead, so we don't have to worry about that one. And I do want to place these two... let's go here and here. The more obstacles, the better. I just have to position my way in a way to make them more useful. So, I think it's better to do this. I would like to do that, but I'm going to have to move out of the way. Poison and immobilize. I mean, the immobilize is kind of not really much, but I could do, for instance, well, it's only a 2. That's the other thing I need to remember. I can increase it to a range of 3. So I could, like, poison and immobilize both of these guys, because I'm going to do, you know, all of that, right? But I'd really like to poison them too. Is this the best way to do that though? Because the immobilize does nothing. I have an attack of 3, so I need to be pulling +1 or more to deal some damage to them. And yeah, there's some chances there. But I think our best bet is to stun, or is to poison them, right? So I'm going to move, since you're going to move 3, 1, 2, 3, you will attack here, but if I move into here, that will be better. So let's do that. And all of this, including this. Oh, and I can actually do that to get rid of their... So that's a good one. Let's do this. Yeah, piercing bow, we should be doing some damage. They are poisoned and they won't be able to move. The movement is whatever. It's a +1 attack is basically all that it is. Okay, so we brought air back in. And another ×2. That's fantastic. So with these poisons, we've essentially removed one of their shields, because if we attack with 3, we will have +1 because of the poison. So it will be, 4 instead of 3. So we're removing one of these shields with a poison. That's nice. All right, she's starting to be in trouble over there. As you can see, we are in trouble. We have 1, 2, 3 that are basically what we need to be afraid of over here. They are bringing in another elite stone golem at the end of the turn, but believe it or not, this looks way better than my first attempt. My first attempt, I think one of the guys I was about to kill, and then I had very little cards left because the damage that I had taken up to this point. And I think I was about to lose the Night Shroud at this time. When the third one came in, that's basically when he was about to die. So yeah, this looks a lot better than before. We've killed only 2, maybe 3 of the enemies so far, but that's fine. We have some good choke points. Actually, she's in a perfect choke point. We just need to fill this one space, and we're actually really good. Okay, well, round 4. That's it. Just round 4. And up first is the Cragheart with Rumbling Advance to bring in Earth, and Stone Pummel to kind of do some smash here. It is only an attack of 3, but it is muddling them as well. But we'll be able to hit both of them, which will be pretty helpful. And we need to get out of here because the next one I think is going to be spawning here. And he is in a bad place. So we're going to have to move out of there. And as I said before, we need to fill in some of these spaces. So we'll fill in here. And this guy's probably going to want to run through there, but he won't be able to anymore. So as long as we are, filled, created a nice barrier, we should be fine. And we also have Clear the Way, where we'll be able to move one of them as well. So we'll keep that in mind for next time, though. All right. Next up is Sunkeeper, 39, as early as possible, but a bottom attack. And Dazzling Charge to heal up, strengthen, bring in some light. We haven't had it yet. That's kind of bad. We'll be healing too, so. And then Elementalist, Pure Augmentation, and Burial. We can do a top and bottom attack. There we go. And it also leaves Frigid Torrent open if we get that opportunity for next round. So the stone golems, they are stuck where they are, so we can just, if I end my turn here with the Cragheart, he'll be fine. And nobody will take any attacks because they're stuck there. So it's not too bad. These guys are going to be making some pretty nasty... The mobilize can be kind of a pain, but we desperately need to kill this one before it does too much to us, so. And then the guards we won't have to worry about. This one, but we're all going before, so we might be able to find a way to deal with it beforehand. Let's see if we can. And actually, I'm just thinking now that it might be in our best interest to just like walk over here and heal instead of trying to deal some damage with an attack of 3. We might be able to do it, but I think it's really in our best interest to just walk over. We'll still be bringing in earth, and we can heal. So I think that's a good idea. Let's just heal up the Sunkeeper, because she's going to be the one taking more damage here with, you know, this one, and possibly that. So let's heal her up. Yeah, so here we go. Well, nothing. That's good. Oh man, so it went right into there. We won't be able to deal with it at all. So do we want to... Oh, we can't move. Okay. Well, let's attack here. Oops. Okay, that was a bit weird. Do we want to just try and kill one of these off? I think we do, don't we? Let's clear the target first and undo, because I want to heal 7. That's pretty sweet, right? And because these two are already poisoned, no, maybe I should keep that until the other one comes in. But poisoning these two might help us as well. And using this sun earring as... Yeah, because we'd be bringing in the tower shield, the jagged sword, and the chainmail. And then we can just short rest. What is her... I mean, we could just... No, you know what? I'm not going to use this because we can go one more round. Let's just heal. And I'm going to make this attack and hope to kill it. ×2. If I did that over here, that would have been 2, 3 times 2 is 6, would have killed it. Now, I wouldn't... Obviously, I didn't know, but at least we've taken out another archer, and those are kind of the things that we need to be taking out. There's another elite coming in over there. But let's heal. Let's heal you up. That way you're strengthened. That's the thing that's important here. Because you have 2 attacks coming up. What we can do is, you know, we can be attacking a couple enemies instead of just focusing everything on one. Do I still think it's worth waiting for the remote spider? No. Let's do it. Let's get this onto these 2 guys. Because waiting might just make it less effective. 2 more poisons, that's great. Alright. Now we can attack a very nice attack here with this is an attack of 5. That would outright possibly, well, that should outright kill you actually. But I think I want to be dealing some damage on you instead. I don't know. I mean, should we go for the kill? I feel like going for the kill is probably a good thing, right? It sounds like it, right? Let's go for it. Taking one out, I think that's worth it. There we go. So 1 down. And I'm gonna wait to use the Doom Powder on the next one that spawns in here. But I kind of want to attack you because the chances of pulling like a +2 or ×2 are going to be more effective on that. So let's do this. Good. Okay, so she's almost dead. That would have only been 2 damage, or I guess it would have been 3 damage onto the stone golem, which would be helpful, yes. But we do need to take her out. She's not very... We just can't deal with it. Great. Yeah, we'll take the damage. We'll wait until it is a 4 or more. So there's big boy number 2 or number 3. Yeah, this is looking so much better than before. All right. Round 5. Okay, well, first up we have Cragheart with 28 initiative, explosive punch, and crushing grasp. I'd rather be doing this, but I think I need to be bringing in Earth in order for the Phrygian Torrent to work for the Elementalist. So I'm going to bring it in this way. Again, I'd kind of rather not do it this way, but I think we still have some time before we get in a situation where we're going to be... I mean, we're not going to be overwhelmed here, right? We do have 1, 2, 3 that we still have to worry about for range attacks, but we're not going to be overwhelmed with too many melee attacks. But Frigid Torrent is going to help out with that pierce, and we'll be able to hit both of them. And Gravel Vortex just to move up. Then Sunkeeper at 51 with Burning Flash to heal, and Hammer Blow to make a major attack. I'm hoping that I can finally kill this guy, or at least get very close so that the wound will eventually kill him off. That does mean someone else can stand in that space, but I mean, really, whoever we kill, it's going to happen, so it doesn't really matter. depending on how initiative works, I might just move back and make an attack against this big guy, but I think I'd rather take that heal. Right, let's see how this looks. Oh, okay. Well, that changes things. The Retaliate 3 is kind of bad, but Bandit Guards are also going to be retaliating, so that means they're not moving, and we don't have to deal any hits from them, so we can do something else. But this means that I don't want to attack with the Elementalist now, which is too bad, actually. Okay, I guess they're done now. Let's see here. This is going to have a range of 6, 5, so we're basically going to be hit by any of them anyway. We won't be able to do too much about you. I'm thinking that I could use this. If I break this apart, then I'll be able to make an attack against all of them. I will still get some retaliation out of it. They have retaliate too. I could attack here with that this immobilizing, but I probably won't be getting anything out of that either. I could actually push this out of the way, and then I could get to her as well. That might be a good option too. Like if I do if I do an attack here, I can push him and I won't take any damage. So let's do that. I'm gonna push you with this. If I was able to push him all the way, but I can only have a push of 1. And that doesn't mean much for him. So let's do this attack here. Okay. Well, we got a couple damage out of it. Oh, actually, yeah, we're still taking that. Ah. Okay. Alright. That's too bad. Okay, skip the movement. Of course. And I think we do want to use the shadow armor. No, let's not. Let's not. This is super unfortunate here, because now he's stuck. I think it's like just screw it, right? Retaliate 6. I guess if I attack those two guys, but let's just not, right? I could make an attack against these 3 and try and deal some damage somewhere, but that does burn this card, and I'm not sure if I want to. I really want this to work, but I also don't really see it happening. And what we could do is use the Doom Powder and everything, use it on him so I don't have to worry about an incoming attack next round. because I know that the Cragheart is going to take a long rest next. So this might actually be an okay strategy here. Yeah, I guess we'll go for it. And I mean, we're skipping the pulls because there's nowhere to pull, but also, yeah. So, I mean, it brings in a lot of fun stuff. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use it. I guess what I'll have to do is just take a short rest with the Elementalist, and so be it. I mean, we still have a lot of our cards. We haven't taken a rest at all yet, so there's just no point to doing this, so we'll skip. And we will make this attack at advantage. +1, please. Great. Oh, well, it's too late for that extra shield, but we'll still take it. And darkness is the only one that's going away after this round, so we'll use it for a heal of 4, and that is still available. But I might want to heal the Elementalist. I could also heal the... Yeah, let's go for healing you. Cragheart. And I'm going to pass on this again because probably just going to take a short rest, take a long rest with her since it's kind of okay with that. She'll be fine. So, long rest. Long rest. You need a short rest. And you also... I don't know what to say about you, actually. Maybe I should short rest with her. Because I can't long rest with you. So short rest for sure. Now, well, we can go for the stun. And even better, we can go for this stun. This would give 2 stuns, and we can stun both of them. No, we need to go for a short rest with her, actually. Oof. Yep. That's just too bad. And we need to put her in a different position. So what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to go early. Let's go earlier than 26. And we'll do the hammer blow. So let's move in. This is unfortunate, actually. I guess we can use the Boots of Striding to get in. Then we'll heal, and we'll be fine. That still puts you at a bad space for these. Oh man, they have 2 over here now. 2, 5. So we need to be killing these very, very soon. Something that I'd like to do with the Cragheart And maybe I need to just do it. Yeah, short rest. I can't afford it right now. No, redraw that. Okay, that is too bad. That is really too bad, because this is the reason why I wanted to put all these here, but I do want kinetic assault for the initiative and for that extra move up top. And if it gets really bad, then I can just do this and have them, as they attack them, you know, I can just burn cards if need be. And but what I'm gonna have to do here is avalanche to throw rocks here. So I'm hoping she can take care of this, throw the rocks here, and then we don't have to worry about any of these guys for the rest at this point. We just have to worry about incoming archers. Okay. Now, we can't, as per the rules, we can't put an obstacle here, and here, and here. We can do these two because there's an opening in. And as long as there's an opening in, you can't block out yourself in a corner, all right? These are just the rules. So it probably doesn't tell you unless you try to do it, and then it still doesn't tell you. There's some things here, and I've taken a look at the how to play, and there's a lot of good information here on monster behavior. If you're not familiar with the rules, read all of this, and it will help you understand the how the monsters attack and why they make certain attacks. This is a very important part of the rules. But as for yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to show. I mean, I'll have to take a look, but right, okay, when doing so, players can never completely cut off one area of the scenario map from another, such that the area cannot be moved out without going through the obstacles. So actually, there's a lot of good information there. And if you don't own the game and you just want me to do that, I can spend like a video kind of explaining some of the rules, but you'll have to ask for it. I don't think I want to do it unless people are interested. So so I could place obstacles here, but I can't do it over here, and I wouldn't be able to place it here anyway because there's gold. You can't place summons or obstacles on hexes with something. You have to place them on empty hexes. So I guess if I kill this guy and he drops some coins, then I won't be able to drop the what's it called, the obstacle there. But let's still go for it. Whoops. And let's go for kinetic assault too. Or I'd like to use clear the way, and then I could throw that here, and then I just make this the only point of entry. Because I don't want two. This is kind of a nice space actually, so I'm going to keep it that way. Kinetic assault, we can leave that. Or actually, let's go with rumbling advance for some extra heal. Avalanche, and I'm hoping to place those there. Alright. Okay, this is a problem. I don't like when they do range attacks. Particularly because this one's immobilized, but that means he can't move, so whoever he attacks will be... man, this isn't good either. So everything's a range attack. This is bad timing. Okay, well, this is what we're going to have to do. I'm not moving now. I'm just going to stay right where I am. Because I want all attacks to be on her. And this is a lot of attacks out here. So I'm going to make them... all attacks coming at us now will be at disadvantage. That will help out quite a bit. Then we have Hammer Blow. Let's try and kill this guy. There. Good. It's not, I mean, it's open, so he'd be able to, the Cragheart is able to drop Avalanche right there. That's a good thing. We are going to use this now, so that we can get our Tower Shield, Jagged Sword, Chainmail back. And heal, too. Alright, we don't have to worry about them at all. So... yeah, we'll go here. Well, we want to do both. We can push them into the corner there, too. That's interesting. Let's go for it. And we could do this, but I think I'll go to stun these two since they're going to do... oh, they're all doing about the same amount of... but they're immobilizing as well. I'd rather not let that happen. Actually, you know what? I'm going to push you into the corner, and I want to kill you. So instead of you, I'll do this. That way, because you have poison, so I'll have a better chance, and you would be at disadvantage. Yeah, okay. At least stunned anyway. That's a good thing. Oh, that's an obstacle. Ah. I forgot that I put that there. Okay, well. Let's see here. Yeah, I want to put you back there. That sounds like a good idea. That does mean, you know, these will come around here, but right now they're not doing that. They're all going to be attacking there. Oh, thank you. Now I don't have to worry about that at all. That was perfect. That's funny. We don't have a lot of space over here. But we're mitigating a lot of incoming damage. Good. Nothing out of that. Nothing out of that. That's good. Nothing out of that. And nothing out of that. I guess I forgot about you. Yeah, this is where the problem comes in. No, I want them to be pulling for him, because he's got 2 more coming. Okay. Gross. I have to take this damage. I have to. I don't want to be burning a card right now, so we need to just hope that that doesn't happen very often. And if it does, I can at least put Cragheart right here, and most of that incoming damage is not going to be targeting him. Yeah. Okay. Well, round 7. And first up is the Cragheart with Kinetic Assault and Forceful Storm. We're going to go with this, but this also gives me an opportunity. If they get to do something like that again this round, we need to disarm them. We just have to go for it. And then a Kinetic Assault, I don't think I want to use it, but yeah, I don't think I want to use it. But it's an option. Or I can move in and have them have like this group or this group. You know, I have options with this. But ideally, we have +2 and then make this a move 1, attack 6. Right? Yeah, attack 6. Then Sunkeeper at 39 with Glorious Bolt for the top or the bottom, and Holy Strike for the top or the bottom. Not sure which way we're going to go with that. 48. Pure Augmentation and Burial. Another double attack. Pretty hefty attack there. Super. Not moving. Pretty weak attacks. We can deal with that. And the Stone Golem, I'm hoping that we can actually kill one of these guys right now. So let's see that work. Okay. Well, we don't have to worry about this, so we'll go for it. And if I need to burn a card, I have plenty. So I'm okay with taking one of these hits, burning cards for both of them. I hope not, but which one do we want to go for? Because you're going to have 2 attacks. So if I move here, well, I need to move here anyway. Yeah. Let's start hitting you. I want to do that. Ah. Push it. So I was thinking, you know, something I could do is burn both of these cards. This would be an attack of 5, but after what I just saw, I'm super afraid of pulling that. And I don't want to burn a card for that. I mean, that just wastes his whole turn, but another thing I could do here is another problem is both of these 1, 2, 3, 4. So you and these are going to be attacking her. Oh, they're going to be attacking both. So he's in trouble. Yeah. Super in trouble. I think this is important here. And I mean, I gotta go for it, I guess. Okay. That is such a huge hit that did 3 damage. Well, I think I need to... Something I could do is move out here. And then just try and hit him. This big guy here. And that would save some attacks going onto the Cragheart. That's... I mean, the Cragheart's in trouble, but... And I need to save the Cragheart. So burning all of his cards now is not necessarily a good thing. So let's go for it. I really did not want to do it this way, but I need to kind of save the Cragheart. ×2 would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Alright. Alright. That's nice. They're not taking any damage, and I'll be able to just burn one card in this case. I'm gonna use it here. You jerk! Went after him anyway. They're going after him still. Jeez. That saved him. That did not. So we have to burn a card here. That's fine. That's the one right there. Round 8. Well, I just see now that this one is dead because I'll be able to push him into there. That kills him. Super. So let's use that. We're going to do Heaving Swing, and we're actually going to use this now. I don't know if I'm going to use the bottom action here, but I'm definitely going to use Heaving Swing. That will kill this, alright? Then we just have to worry about you. Okay. Well, round 8. Alright, well, Cragheart, as we said, Unstable Upheaval. I'm thinking about it. And Heaving Swing, that will kill this big guy here. Then 28 with the Elementalist, Stoking Hail for the stun and Gravel Vortex for the movement. And finally the Sunkeeper. I was kind of thinking I should go early, but I'm hoping that that's going to be fine. We do have a heal coming in, and then Practical Plans. I'm thinking, you know, just start bashing on him. Let's see how it goes. See, they're going early again. But we are going earlier, so that's good. They're just moving 2, so that one's going to be able to move here. And that's it. They are doing some nasty damage. Okay, but they are going late, so we have a way to deal with it. Let's first deal with you. I mean, the Mask of Terror, whatever. But confirm the attack. Okay. Well, we killed it without needing to push him at all. So that's something. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now we still have that there, which blocks other ones from, like, if we stand here, then they can't pile in this way. So it's actually better this way. But I think I have to go for this. They're going to both suffer 1 damage, but it's going to help her out in the long run. Let's do it. it basically means that, yeah, I mean, 4 shield. She's pretty much mitigating most of that damage, if not all of it. Elementalist, yeah, we want to move. Do we want to stun somebody before we do that? And we could just stun you. Like if I move, let's say I move here, right, and then stun you. Then everybody is going to be attacking. Well, they're probably going to be attacking you, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, because you went earlier. You should have maybe taken a step away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 2 at least will be attacking him. So if I stay here, that might be the better option, and then I can like stun her instead. But that means you're taking fire from this and this. Well, with the 2 shield, maybe it'll help. We do need to protect the Cragheart here. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool, but I kind of want the heal for her, so actually I could use it to heal the Elementalist instead, because that's probably going to be enough. So skip the action. Oh no. I don't know what that means. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so at least these two will be attacking her. These 2 will be attacking it, the Elementalist. All right, 3 damage there, and he's wounded, which means eventually it will die. Now, I don't want to try and wait 10 more rounds to kill it, but if we can deal 3 more this next round and 3 more the following round, then it's basically dead. So we need to stay alive for a couple more turns here. I'm going to use... Whoops. Nope. Undo. I'm going to use light because I can use this after, and I want to heal you up. Yes. Wow. Believe it or not, like, this is way better than what I was dealing with before. One still got through. Okay. Okay. I guess crystallizing blast. So that was worth it. That was a good call. To stun this Bandit Archer. Okay. Well. Yeah, round 9. We need to be dealing, if we can deal 3 now and then 3 in the next round, that means it will take 4 and 4, and it will, I guess, be easier. I don't know. But I'm thinking that we have a pretty good chance here. We just have to be burning a lot of cards now to make sure that we don't take a lot of incoming damage. This is insane, though, right? Like this... If this is a hint to what's come for the final boss for the Cragheart, then it's going to be rough. All right, round 9. And we're starting off again with the Cragheart. I did take a short rest, and I immediately regretted it because I lost Heaving Swing. I was kind of looking for that card so that we can get some suffering damage, basically, and it did not work out into my favor. But we will go for the Forceful Storm, Kinetic Assault combination. That's an attack of 6. Let's hope that it works this time. Tremulent Cyclone and Shaping the Ether for the double stun and bringing in Earth again. The Elementalist. And then the Sunkeeper. I thought about taking a short rest with her as well, but I feel like I can't really afford it right now, so going early and healing. Okay, good. They're not moving. He's going to suffer an additional damage, but it is going early. Okay. And then, as always, I hate you. Okay. Wow, that takes a long time. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we have to do it this way. We need to be dealing as much damage as possible to this guy. And we also need to be staying far away from these girls for as much as possible with him. So let's move up. Oh, I thought I did it wrong. It's like, no! And I'm going to use this because I need to. This is a good opportunity. Ooh. Wow, okay. This is looking good. Yep. So that was a lot of good damage there. We just dealt... Was it 5? I think that was 5. He's about to take 2 damage, 1 for the heal, or 1 for the wound, and 1 for his ability. And then finally... they'll only have 3 health left. And we need to use this again. This way we can stun you. And I almost want to stun you too. Yeah, that doesn't matter where we go. So I think I will stun this again, and then I'll move back. No, I can't stun you. Okay. Oof. I'm glad I just thought of this. Yes, I need you to stay unstunned so that you lose more health. So, we will be attacking you. And for future turn, we will attack you so that you can't attack here. Yeah. Yeah, cool. But this way, they can't pile through now because we've blocked them in. Do you think I can do it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not done doing that. I might as well just burn the cards. Well, this one does a lot of damage. Let's burn that one. One, two, three, four, five. It is going to be able to move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The problem is that they are going to be attacking him. Well, they're going to be attacking both of them. Yeah, we've already used that. I mean, and they're attacking you, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, actually, you're not going to be able to reach. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't have to worry about you. But these three will still be able to move close enough to be able to attack, and they're all going to be attacking over here. I mean, I guess I'll just have to heal him. I mean, he's the more important one, so... Let's see how this... Okay. I kind of want to keep this, but is 2 really going to do much for me? I want to keep this for the initiative. This one is going to deal a damage. That's huge. That's a heal, and this one is also going to deal some damage. Oh, this needs to be down there. Oh no! I should have probably done that. You know what? Let's get rid of it. It's a burn card, so let's burn it. Good. That's helpful actually. That's super helpful. Except it's not. Still need to bury a card. Bury a card. Burn a card. Burial. That one's probably a good one to bury. Ah! Burn. And... yeah. Okay. The main thing here, this is a problem because we need him to kind of go late, because we don't really have that option. So what we're going to do is heal. That's what we're going to do with him. Okay. We're going to heal early. Late. Because these can't get in. So we don't have to worry too much about that. These... now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Invisibility would be fantastic right now. We have to take a short rest here. That's actually not that good. I'd like to keep that, but okay. I will burn it so I don't take another hit. I think I have to go for the... well, okay. it actually doesn't matter about initiative right now, because what we need to do is just kill this one right now. It doesn't matter if we go early or late. We need to stay alive, and we need to be able to kill. We need to keep the Cragheart alive, and we need to kill this one guy. All we have to do is deal 2 damage. So I'm going to go late, or well, 51, because I'd like to heal if necessary, and this advantage attack is going to be pretty big. As for you, just take the 2 cards. We're just going to deal with whatever you have. Good. We don't have to worry about you at all. This is a problem, but if we can just burn cards, then it's okay, right? Elementalist. You don't have many choices here, because you're going to burn one and then burn another, so you're taking 2 hits and then dying, okay? So 2 of these, 2 hits from the archers, and then you're dead. This is down to the wire here, but I can stun somebody instead. Or, actually, I could poison you. That might be the better option here. Move you out to here and poison. Poison. Poison's going to help. And you just heal. I almost want to heal, like, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3. We should probably heal you twice. Because if we can mitigate a lot of incoming damage with you, that's great. The one problem is if they pull a ×2 now, you're dead. Well, I mean, I can mitigate that one, for instance. So we're going to actually do this. This might be a bad idea, but the Elementalist has thrown himself out in front of the incoming damage. Okay. We even have more healing up here too. So we're going to use this. Yes. Okay. So we've won. But we have to get through this. We have to get through this in order for it to actually mean anything. We don't have to worry about any of this. This is awesome. So all of these bandits, the brigands, the guards, I guess, the bandit guards, we don't have to worry about. But we have attack 5, attack 4. So let's heal. You have some cards you can burn. We have cards to burn here. Okay, I think we've got it. I think we actually got this. Okay, so we burn 2 cards. Actually, we'll take the 5. No, let's burn 2 cards. We'll take it. Take it. Take it. Burn 2 cards. Okay, he's still around. That's good. Now he's not. But that was a lot of mitigated damage there. We have cards to burn for you too, buddy. I'll take it. Ooh! I can't believe it. Literally, can't believe that. You stare at the crumbling remains of the once glorious golem for a moment before the cold brings you back to your senses. Why would they decide to run? Because we took care of that, I don't know, but... Oh, wow. Crime and punishment. More like just punishment and punishment. We're getting close to unlocking Squiddy. Got, was that 13 more? And we couldn't do anything else, so... This one was insane. My mind has melted. Okay. Perk point for the Cragheart, 5 experience for everybody. The 3 core shrines are now safe. Only the mythical Shrine of the Ashes remains, but no one knows of its location. Well, if we don't know of it, nor will the looters. Here we go. The boxes recovered from the Mine Thief's nest contain some of the artifacts looted from the 3 Savas shrines, but also from a 4th location. Look, this sigil here is clearly from the Shrine of Ashes. They have found it. That crate has markings from a shipping company out of Wildspire. I'll bet my hat the shrine is nearby. But you don't appear to be wearing a hat. Okay, yeah, thank you. There it is. We now have the location of another boss. We have to get there with the Cragheart has to be level 6 and the Mine Thief has to be in the party. That looks like a whole lot of fun, doesn't it? More archers, some bone rangers. What? Oh, I can't even click on it. I think those are more Bandit Guards. This looks terrible, and I don't even know what the Shrine of the Ashes. I have no idea what the boss is. So, well, this is all going to have to wait until next time or whenever we get to it, but I really hope you enjoyed that episode. I hated making it because I needed to make a second attempt at it, but it was very satisfying to finish it at the end, very rewarding when you can finalize a puzzle such as that. So if you enjoyed the episode, let me know, leave a like or comment in the comment section below. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.